Hi, I'm Allison Elliott, and this is my friend Kelsey. She's going to be our second grader. For my lesson planning activity, I did a lesson plan that can be used for second graders. The title of the lesson plan is Comparing and Contrasting the Three Little Pigs with the True Story of the Three Little Pigs. The TEKS for this lesson plan are Grade 2 English Language Arts and Reading, 110.13 6B. And the purpose of this lesson plan is to demonstrate the similarities and differences of two different stories, and for this lesson plan specifically, the two different versions of the same story. The materials that you'll need for this lesson plan are the two books, The Three Little Pigs and The True Story of the Three Little Pigs, an orange and apple, and poster board, and a Sharpie. So what you would do for this lesson plan is you would start out with kind of a little opener to get the attention of your students. So you would start out with an apple and an orange. Alright class, today we have an apple and we have an orange, and I want y'all to tell me, what are the similarities? What are similar about these two things? Yes, Kelsey.
Well, they're both round and they're both fruit.
Awesome, great job. Okay, so now I want you to tell me what are different about the orange and the apple. Kelsey.
Well, one is orange and one is kind of yellow, and one you have to peel and one you don't.
Awesome, great job. So this is just a great way to kind of get their minds flowing and just to kind of see, you know, what's similarities and what are differences of things. So after that, you're going to read The Three Little Pigs. And then after you read The Three Little Pigs, you are going to read The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. And then after you read the two stories, you are going to show the class your Venn diagram, and you're going to just demonstrate that to them. So, alright class, today we are going to learn about Venn diagrams. So say Venn diagram for me.
Venn diagram.
Awesome. So a Venn diagram is going to be two circles, and they're going to overlap each other. In A and B, you're going to write the differences of the two stories, and in the middle, you're going to write the similarities of the two stories. So what you could do is you could have a group discussion after reading the two stories and ask them, you know, what was different about the two stories and what was the same, and you can ask them questions about, you know, the setting, the characters, and the plot, just different things like that. You know, just a great way to get the class thinking about what's similar and what's different. And after that, you can have them go back to their desk, and you can give them a Venn diagram worksheet. So as they're working on that, you can give them maybe a short story of two different versions of a story, and they can read that independently, or maybe it could be group reading, and then they could use their Venn diagram to do the similar things about the stories and then the differences. So they'll compare and contrast the two. And a great way to assess them is I could go over to Kelsey and say, so Kelsey, in our Venn diagram, right here in the middle, what are we going to be putting there?
The similarities.
Awesome. And so you can also just kind of look through and just make sure that they're writing things that really are similar. And if not, you can just kind of help them out and be like, you know, well, maybe that might just be for this story or this one, you know, just to kind of make sure they're understanding and getting the idea. Venn diagrams are also a great strategy to use for any type of literature that you're reading in your class, whether it be poems or any other stories. It doesn't just have to be for two different versions of a story. But today in this lesson, the students are learning how to compare and contrast two different versions of a story, and they also learned how to do that using a Venn diagram. So, alright, I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and this is a great lesson that you could use in second grade.